Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
That 180, block 15. There's a part now. Let's be hot.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Good completion there from Phillip Rivers, who has been really good against Tennessee in his career. This is the 9th time that he has faced the Titans as a starter, and so far he's 7-1 against them. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but run to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers able to get this to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Easy, easy. Ringo. Check, 55.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Step around 80, 390, right. 31's the mic. Down to lose one. Hey, echo. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 31.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on first down, Rivers got Gordon open, completes it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 3rd down, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Hey, Delta! Wait, 89!
From the red zone now, Rivers almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Hey, watch your leg. 31's the mic. Hey, we're pretty quiet.
Again, it's Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Left, left, left.
throw again. Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rivers again. That's complete. It's Gordon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 75-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mariota. It's caught, Humphreys. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee as he's on to punt for L.A. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
At the 10-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Cluster. Mike 55. Hey, eat. I want that. Give me that ball, man. Hey. Give me that ball.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Check. Left, right. Check.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And caught by Henry. A gain of 6 there on first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. $11 yards there, first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Rivers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10.
Load it. Hey, I want to go load it.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mariota gives to Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I hit the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Throwing, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Everyone's got full.
Red Delta!
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
0.
31's the mic. Bring it.
Hey, hey, hey.
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Here we go.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mariota hands to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now. And
this is caught at the 20. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen An 80-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota now. And Walker has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Room to run past midfield. And a cutback, right sideline. It's a big play there by Lewis. 48 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you want.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Alpha! Behind!
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
One.
57's the max.
Throwing is Mariota. His throw incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's third down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
3 down, 3 down.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first down throw for Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They will find Davis. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's another Titans first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mariota again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready? Black 15!
Pick it up, D. Slam, slam, slam.
Q.
To throw, Rivers. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, it's Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 17-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 86 is on the go. 86 is on the go. That's you.
Now Rivers. Gets it to Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Hey, Brown 80!
Check 55 to Mike. 2.
Rivers. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for our visitors, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.